Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft Season 6 with me, FalseSymmetry. Today we are flying above the clouds, but actually not for very long because we're actually going to be heading directly over in this direction. Because today I'm working back here in town on something that has been waiting to be done for a long while. Yes, this is back at the industrial area. You guys have seen this place before. It is full of factories. It's got a lighthouse that I made a while ago, a crane that can't quite turn because I'm a dummy and made it wrong, and basically I guess an aquarium too, which is still a little bit weird for an industrial area, but you know, why on earth not, right? And today there is one big piece of the puzzle missing here. That isn't this interior, although this interior probably does need to be done too. This is meant to be for the Nether portal, but I never quite finished it off. I did add a staircase though, which is pretty sweet, that goes all the way up to the roof, but I haven't really got much else going on here, so your suggestions are more than welcome. But that is enough of this area. We didn't even finish off the roof either. There was just snow laying on the walls there. But today we're going to be working over there on the thing behind the mountain, because apparently there's a flipping mountain in the way. What are you doing, mountain? Get out of my way! I'm trying to show people what I'm working on today. How dare you? How dare you just be there? But yes, for those that don't know or aren't aware, this area here is for the HRN Industrial Train Station. Is that what it says? Yes, Industrial District Station. So currently there are two railways. This one here coming from Medieval, the little church I've got there, or cathedral I should say, and I shouldn't say little because I mean that thing is going off into the clouds at the moment. But we've got the track coming in from there, the track coming in from the Fantasy District as well, and also apparently a little spider wants to say hello. But there's also apparently going to be, I think the plan is to have another track going this way, which I think if I go over this mountain here should connect to a future HRN work site over here, which I believe is the East Station. Have I got that one correct? I believe so. Yes, the East Station. So with this one, there isn't much of a theme, and I did originally try and come up with something, and I still might. I don't know. But I do want to leave some of the HRN stations sort of ready to be built by other people if they have ideas. But I had an idea the other day. I got inspired and I was like, you know what? Let's make a sort of train station inspired industrial building for the station. So that's what we're doing today. I've got my blocks and my bed at the ready. So let's get on with it. So Cross is asking me where the hay bale shop is. And my mind has gone blank. I'm going to tell you guys right now. You guys always seem to know exactly where things are over here. Being actually on the server though, you fly over here and there are so many things going on. There's just shops absolutely scattered everywhere. It is so hard to like tell where things are, especially with the hay bale shop for example, whereas there's no specific shop for it, right? I think if they are for sale, which I'm pretty sure they are somewhere, it'll probably come to me in a moment. But I think it's sold in just a shop that sells other random stuff. Maybe even there, or I don't know actually, somewhere. But these themed shops, I feel like I definitely at least remember shops that sell specific stuff. You know, like my ink shop, for example. This is not an ad for my ink shop, although I have restocked. You know, just saying. But yeah, like there's gold carrots and gold in there. I know that. There are pumpkins in the pumpkin shop, of course. This one's made out of kelp, so of course it sells kelp. It is so much easier to see what things sell as a pickle up there. You know, like I can see what things sell instantly by looking at the outside of the shop. There's some coral there. There's, I don't remember what this is, some sort of advertising agency. This one sells any related items. Yeah, like visually, if I can see what it sells, it is so much easier, but that does make it a little bit complicated when it comes to selling multiple different random items. So, I don't know, I'm going to have a little search around, see if I can find it for Kralis, and if not, I don't know, I'll have to see if I've got any spare myself. coming down to the mall and looking at different places down here, that this is the perfect place to put something like that. So I am thinking, if there are any crops and things like that that could do with a farm, and then I could sell them specifically, I would end up sort of getting all of the customers, right? Because it would be the instant shop that people would be able to, that's not the way up. But it'd be the instant shop that people think of, so definitely gonna have to do that. That's gonna be part of my master plan to make money, guys. So suggestions down below for farms I could make that aren't already made, or at least aren't already used a whole bunch. Because I'm pretty sure at this point, all the farms are made. Like, literally all of them. Everyone you've ever thought of is literally on the Hermitcraft server, I'm pretty sure. Well, enough of my money making plans. I have laid this area out. I've already got the corners all marked. I've got rid of the rest of the excess cobblestone. I can get rid of that as well. We don't need you on our lives. And we're basically ready to get going. So I'm going to start building the foundation. Of course, that's going to be the first thing I'm going to be doing, and once I've got that square sorted, we will start building upwards, and that's going to be the exciting part. But I thought actually, while I had some resources on me, I would probably do a little bit of work just over here, just finishing off the edges of that, so that I know exactly what these guys look like when they hit the wall. But this one over here doesn't have a design yet, so I'll keep this in mind when I'm designing the sort of exterior areas that they come through. Well, I actually stopped recording after that clip and haven't really built too much of the building just yet, but I will go and show you guys in a second. But I went AFK last night while I was asleep for a few hours. I had my PC turned off so it didn't go all night, but guys, look at this! Look at this! There's even some leaves! I don't know where the acacia leaves have come from, but they came from somewhere. I feel like they were the leaves perhaps that maybe got stuck in some of the random chests when I changed above for glass a couple days ago. So I just haven't cleared that out yet. So those are fine. They can just sit in that chest there. But look! There's so much ink. It's so amazing. Right, I'm going to go fill up my ink shops right now with all of this. And probably even pop over to FalseSymmetry and fill that up too. But I look like I need a lot of shop boxes, so let's hope I can fill them up enough with the ones I have here that aren't quite full. All my ink shops are now filled up. Let the hermits know that they can get their ink whenever they want, wherever they want. There's some in FalseSymmetry, some in Hermitland, and there's some, of course, over in the shopping district too. So all their ink needs should now be pretty solid. Anyway, this is what I have built so far of the building, and we're going to be focusing mostly on this front panel here, which, saying that, I say it's the front panel, it sort of is, it's where the entrance is going to be, here, but of course, I mean, you're not going to be able to see it very well from anywhere else, so I'm hoping that I can also make the sides and the back look just as, hopefully, good as the front. Usually the front of a building is usually sort of the most detailed, like, you know, you see that, you know, it's got sort of windows and stuff, but the front will have like the doorway, it'll have a bit more going on it. So that is the only challenge I think we will face with this, but I think it's time for, as Scar would say, a super fast build mode, and I think let's just roll that time lapse and get on with it, guys. Well, I've got it to this point, and now we need to add some detail because it's looking ever so flat. And sadly, I can't really look at it from a good sort of distance because I have to climb up here, which I guess isn't a bad thing. But it's going to be a nice height, I think. It's going to be a bit taller in the middle there. I sort of want a clock tower in there, like a clock face, sort of similar to what I did back at my base. I think that'll be really cool. And that's very train station-esque, you know. You need to know the time when you're getting the train, right? So I think that's going to be sort of the sort of kind of touch I want to go with to make it more train station-esque. Because like I say, I am basing this off train station designs a little bit. That's why I've got the brick and this sort of thing going all the way up. I can't think what the name of it's called. I feel like it has a name, but I'm not that, you know, up to scratch with the names of, like, you know, things to do with buildings and stuff. I'm not an architect, guys, okay? I'm not an architect. But I'm starting to add a little bit of sort of detail. Even that just makes all the difference, you know? Just that little sort of bit of bringing it out. That's what's nice about building a frame and then building back one, because then you get to build forward one again when you add the detail. You sort of push it back in again. You know, you sort of have to have that sort of yeah, you just don't want the flatness of a building, you know. I love this panel in the middle. I think it looks really great. Now up here, I thought what could be really cool is adding some sort of archway. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I am worried that the windows are a little bit too wide. I actually didn't plan on them being this wide. I actually thought they'd be one thinner, but I didn't measure that well, I guess. So I think it's 25 instead of 23. So that means I've got an extra block either side that I just made into more window, I guess. So that's why there's 2 blocks there rather than 1. I wanted it to be odd, but of course it's become even. Anyway, it's night time. Let me have a quick snooze and then we'll start making some archways and some details up above. How unlucky is that? I got 2 endermites with 2 ender pearls and they're both just waiting down there for me to drop down. That is unlucky, that is for sure. Anyway, I thought I would come up here and just do a little bit of archway stuff. That's not going to work, is it? Like, wait, is it because I put that in the wrong way around? No, that's just not going to work. I think smooth like that. Is that a good archway? No, it needs to go down one more. It needs to go like that, really, doesn't it? Let's quickly fly over here. That's not archway enough for me, though. Let's see if we can come up with something different on this side. Maybe if I swap... Oh, in before I've got another endermite. If I swap that... Let's also change these. If I swap that for a stair, and that for a stair, and then we go slab. Let's see. Oh, from over here. Did they despawn? They did. Good. Oh, no, they didn't. They started coming up here for me, and then they've wandered off somewhere. Come here. Get back here. He's running away from me. He's literally running away from me. That's the first time I've ever seen that. Yeah, that's so much better. Look at the arch on that. That is perfect. There you go. It's always trial and error with archways sometimes when you're especially very, very close to them. Like standing right here, building, is not always the best thing. It's always good to have like an area to step back to. That is I guess a tip I have for you guys when you're building. Always step back from the build, because you'll always get like a new perspective of how it looks. In fact, I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to fly, because I think flying by and seeing a little bit of the industrial district as well just gives me that confirmation that I'm going with the right colour palette here. Yeah, it's very, very similar to everything else, but I think because it's going to be separate, and also I think I'm going to go with the dark coloured roof. Hopefully it'll stand out just enough that it is going to be very obviously the station. Right, it's entrance time. I'm going to figure out the top of this in a moment, but entrance. I haven't quite thought about this. Problem being the windows are very, very, very high up. I knew I wanted stairs. I just didn't think about just how many I'd need. I also think I might make them out of cobblestone to sort of have that oldie sort of more rough texture on the floor. Right, I've worked out the height of the floor. I'm pretty sure it has to go here, because then you can see out the windows and stuff. It's going to make a lot more sense. So it's basically a raised platform. I can't seem to place that there. That's really frustrating. I guess I'll just do this and then do it from this angle. That's why I couldn't do it from there, because there's no... There we go. Now there's a block there. That makes a lot more sense. I'm also going to have to, I guess, replace these two with this. That's just going to look a lot better from inside, isn't it? I think. Yeah, a lot cleaner. Cool. We can always add archways inside as well. But of course, inside always comes later, and sometimes doesn't always come to mind straight away. I always seem to focus on the exterior like so much, and then just hope that the interior comes to me at some point. Anyway, so we're going to have to make it, I think, go up to here. Which I don't know if that's going to look good from, like, you know, down there, if looking in. I think we'll find that out when we finally add the little roof sort of thing. But I think if we do something like this, where we add sort of some bars, like along here and along here, I think this will work for the floor. I'm not actually going to be doing the interior today, or even probably most of the walls. I'm gonna need a lot more brick, and I need to get that off camera, because I don't have the time in videos at the moment to put it in to, you know, finishing the whole thing off. But I probably will finish it off before the next video where I show this. I'll hopefully finish off the exterior for sure before we do the interior episode, of course. And of course, by the way, if you have any suggestions for what goes inside a train station, we're going to have rails coming in from 3 different directions, so it's going to be intense. And actually saying that, they come in quite low at the moment. They probably can, in theory, go higher and probably meet up with this. But we could have the rails down there. And then a whole just like waiting room and ticket booths and stuff up on this level. Oh, the ideas. They're coming to me. Yeah, I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think. I'm struggling to place this floor, aren't I? Struggling massively. But yes, I think that triangle roof sort of there will maybe work. And of course, it's just going to be a long stairway up. Oh dear. Maybe I haven't thought this through well enough. So I think more structure up here is needed. There's a lot of structure down below, especially with these little bits popping out here and here. But there isn't a lot going on up here. So what I've done is I've got myself some scaffolding over here. And I'm thinking in my head of doing something like this. Where you've got like a strip going along. But then another strip going along the top. I don't know if this is going to look good or not though. That's the only problem. Especially with things like that going on. But you see the idea, right? And I'm thinking we could actually, you know what, if I had walls, we could add walls to this in between. That could look pretty sweet actually. You know what, let me try that out if I can. If I have the blocks on me, which I do. Good. Let's give those a shot. Let's put those in between these bits. Sort of have it like there's like extra structure going on. I don't know if it's going to look that great in the middle. But the sides, it should look somewhat okay. I'm not completely sold. I think we need something like that up there, actually. Maybe I'll try that instead real quick. You know what? I'm not sold on that. It looks like 2 little eyebrows. It totally looks like eyebrows. Look at it. They look like eyebrows. These little eyes and those little eyebrows. Okay. I'm not sold, and I've already taken down all of the scaffolding. I'm not sold. Anyway, guys, I'm just going to mess around with this build as much as I can from now on. I'm limited on time today, of course, because of Minecon coming up. Woo, Minecon. Super excited about it, but of course, it does mean videos are a little bit tight on time, because that's what happens when you go away on a trip. You gotta get the videos ready for you guys, which of course I'm trying to work hard on so that you guys have videos to watch. But that does mean that the episodes have a little bit less time. But I still like to be able to try and come up with big projects. So what I'm going to do is go back to time-lapse mode, and we're going to try and get as much done of this building as possible with all of the brick I have, which is probably less than a shulker box full. So we'll see as far as we can go, but we might only be able to get one more wall going. But I think what I'm going to do is try and focus on the roof mostly. If I can get the roof going, then we should be good. And then the walls can be easily built up and copy pasted, as they are probably going to be the same on all 3 of these sides. Although I think the length of one of these sides is going to be different than the other 2. So that's all that should be different. But let's go ahead, guys. For the last time today, let's roll that time lapse. So during that time lapse, I'm thinking, oh man, we're gonna run out of brick. Guess what? We're gonna be running out of instead. Quartz. I have no more quartz. That's why I've ended it here, because I can't add the windows in without any quartz, and that's a bit of an issue. So I guess I've been meaning to do some quartz mining, so I guess we're gonna be doing it now, which I guess is not a bad time. I'm the only one on the server right now, so at least I shouldn't get any lag issues in the Nether. So I guess let's put everything away and hope and pray that we don't take a lava-y death today. That's not what I'm about in the slightest. So I come up here to figure out a good way to get outside. Look at this! Please don't use this as an exit because of ghosts. What? What? Why? Who keeps doing this? What? I don't know who's using that as a way out. I don't get it. There are surely so many better ways out than that. Anyway, I think I'm just going to travel north a whole bunch. Because this way isn't that traveled in the Nether? I don't think, like, there isn't a proper path down here yet. Because nothing is really down here. So I'm thinking the north might be the safest bet. Because look, you can just run out here and then go to the Nether. See this person that keeps breaking the glass and keep getting ghasts in the hub. This is the way to go. But no, I've got a long way to travel. I'm just going to fly as far as I can. And just hope that nothing happens. And I just thought I have no blocks. So I might want to pick up some netherrack while I'm here. Oh, someone has actually been busy and built a pathway. That is interesting. Okay, right, let's go straight. I hope my internet holds, and it does. Okay, right, let's just hope I don't die in the Nether, because it's not going to be fun, is it? Right, I'm on the exit of the Nether. I am trying to leave as quick as possible here. I need to go left a whole bunch, I believe, so that's what I'm trying to do without hitting anything. There was a pathway there, though. Oh, nearly went in that lava. The momentum of the rocket was like, hey, you're going to go a little bit further than you want to. Oh, okay, through that little gap there. Right, am I going to be able to find something? Wait, is this the path that we started on? Oh, it is! Okay! And that is why you go in one direction in the Nether, because when you try and fly back and you just go south, which is what I did to get back, that's all I had to do, was just try and go south. I remembered that the coordinates were quite low at the beginning. I think it was like -60 that I remember. And then it was like 100 and something. Or, yeah, when I was a bit further away. Because I didn't check them, you know, the coordinates that were like for the hub. Which maybe would have been a better idea. But yeah, I made it back. I have got a fair amount of nether quartz right here. And I'm going to dig up that. And also go repair my elytras. Because not only is this one... Oh, this one's not actually that broken. It was fresh on for the Nether trip. But all three of my other ones are completely, like, broken. So, gonna have a quick trip up here to repair them all, because nobody likes a broken elytra. Well, with the time that the video is at, we are going to be wrapping up there, but not without one final look at what we've got. Obviously, there's a whole bunch more work to be done, but I will be doing that sort of in between videos and on live streams and stuff like that. So if you're on my live streams, spoilers, you have seen this already. I'll probably finish it off in a live stream. I usually get a few hundred people turn up, so that's a lot less than videos, but an awful lot of people for a stream. So hopefully then it doesn't really spoil it for too many, but those wonderful people that come to my live streams, who shout out to you guys, by the way. Love live streaming, it's my favourite thing. Alongside videos. But I do like live streaming. Yeah, hopefully you guys can help me finish off this. And hopefully, actually, the people over there can help me with the eyebrows. Because it's a very frowny building. Why is it frowning at me? Guys, save me, please. Please tell me how to fix this. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out, though. We'll add a whole bunch more detail, and once we've got the walls in, we can do the interior. So I'll catch you guys in the next episode on this. But guys, thanks so much for watching. Leave a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one. See ya!
When Stanley approached the end of the video, he clicked the subscribe button.